Beaver, away!
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to ETF2L Season 14 of Highlander. Tonight we will be playing on PL Upwards, and it's going to be Lucrosa versus Tourettes Chessclub. I am Chando, joined here with the lovely Buck, with the ever wonderful Wiethoofd on production. Looking at a very good game here tonight. Buck, how are you today?
Yeah, doing good. Just come back from doing a scrimming official on this map myself. I went alright. So yeah, looking forward to seeing these teams go up against it in this first week of Upwards. Upwards, very standard map. Playing, I think before with Tomato, as it might be become the new Badwater. Maybe, I'm not sure. It might be more popular than Badwater at this point. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, well, it's been played almost non-stop. I believe non-stop since the start of Highlander, and it's always been popular. It's basically the go-to map, so both teams should be fairly comfortable on this map. Nothing too major, nothing too radical changes or anything like that. So hopefully some good strategy will be seen tonight. The teams, Lucrosa, after winning Season 13 High, have moved into Prem. So it's going to be their debut season, with a pretty good roster lineup. Few roster changes, but ultimately they're keeping the core components. They got Kanoz, Nightmare, Andrew did really well. NA sniper, or Canadian actually, I do believe. And he's been playing really well last season. So interesting to see how he will perform in this step up in Prem. Meanwhile, the heavyweights Tourettes Chessclub, the former sort of powerhouse, just the go-to best team, undefeated and unchallenged for many seasons until Strong Opinions came along and took that away. And so they're going to be making a comeback after taking a small break. I don't think they played last season. What looks like a very solid roster. So while we've got all players in the server, I think we should run through these rosters. So let's start with Lucrosa. We're going to have Highlander playing Scout. He's taking a long break, but he former player for Stacks back in season 8 or 9, I do believe. 8, I think. He hasn't really been playing that much since. Kasuki will be making his debut in Prem as Soldier. Hugo, or 1 HP as he was formerly known, will be playing Pyro. Kanoz will be playing Demo. Kronk, the leader, will be playing Heavy. Rambosaur will be playing Engineer, another debut season, his debut season in Prem as well. Grabber, wow, he'll be playing Medic. So that's an old name, really. So he has made a comeback. He'll be playing Medic. Andrew, as I said, will be playing Sniper, and our wonderful Highlander caster Tomato will actually be stepping in and playing Spy. I guess taking Nightmare's place today. I guess as a merc or maybe as a sub. If you want to go through the Tourettes Chessclub roster.
Will do. So looking like we have Maros and Scout at the moment. We've got Olga, I think, will be playing Soldier. Just according to looking at the last match, I think. Sendry will be on Pyro. Eames will be on Demo. Kresnik, I think, will be playing Heavy, so, bringing in these American players like Andrew and Kresnik, or, well, Canadian-American players across the pond, shall we say. We've got Cobbs on NG, Fragmented will be playing Medic, we've got Nate playing Sniper, and finally we've got Kazul, TC, classic TC player, will be playing Spy.
Yeah, there's a lot of old Chess Club players have made a comeback, namely like Cobbs, I do believe, as you said, Kazul, Fragmented, players like that, and then you've got some sort of newer players, Highlander, like Marosh, Olga, and stuff like that. You've more seen them play in sixes, so it'll be interesting to see how they adapt to that Highlander meta, and see how they can test against sort of more Highlander prone flank player Kasuki and Highlander, who have both done well in the past and got exciting futures ahead, hopefully. So we are hearing that we're going to be going live soon. So Buck, any sort of quick predictions? What do you think? How do you think this match's going to be played out?
I'll be honest. I've a sort of feeling that TC might do well initially. However, I've got a feeling Lucrosa might adapt quite quickly to what they're doing. I know Lucrosa and how they play. They can adapt quite quickly into many situations. So I think it might be quite even in the end. That's gonna be my predictions.
Yeah, I mean, Lucrosa have really performed themselves, like shown themselves to be like a very, very strong team, especially last season in High. I mean, they did win it, so that's got to it's got to show for something. However, I don't know, Chess Club. I've just got my feeling that they're gonna come back stronger than ever. I feel like this is one of their stronger rosters, maybe stronger than season 12, where I think they made 3rd place, maybe 2nd place. But yeah, they kind of dipped off in the last few seasons, so maybe they'll be coming back with a little bit more commitment, and hopefully we're going to see a slightly more strong team from Tourettes Chessclub. As we do go live now, this is PL Upward in the second week of ETF2L. No, the first week, sorry. First week of ETF2L's Highlander. It's going to be Lucrosa playing on defense first. No crit plays yet, so nothing too out of the ordinary from either teams there. I don't know where the NG's trying to set up though for Lucrosa here. Oh, there he is. He's setting up in a slightly unorthodox sentry spot. I don't know if he's going to keep it there, but haven't seen it there before. And 10 seconds to go before these doors open. We're going to be looking probably at a suicide play from the attacking team from Tourettes Chessclub here. So see if we can get any good bombs from Eames and from Olga as we do.
Oh my god!
I was
literally about to call that. Yeah, I was gonna say I wonder if they've seen the pub strat sticks and they haven't, and 3 people died from it. So that goes to show. Just check for the sticks, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to slow down the suicide wave slightly by a few seconds there, which can be very important, as you know, in these payloads. Every second can count. As we get underway, Mirosh gets piped by Knoz as he's trying to push that car into position. Now the bomb comes in from Eames there. Doesn't manage to get anything. Does get caught off by Krunk there, playing on that playground spot. And Olga doesn't commit to the bomb, putting out a bit of damage there. Eames goes down. And now they're just edging their way into the right spot there. Kresnik falling very weak, falling back from that right side position on upward first. Andrew now trying to get that peek onto playground here. See if he can get the good pick. The medic fragmented, playing very far out. Andrew getting the collateral, takes down Eames and a sentry. Does get counter-sniped by Nate, however. But that is going to slow him down even further. Eames getting pushed back into the respawn queue here. Playing on the cart, trying to get it into a good position there. The bomb up from Olga there, trying to make something of it. Doesn't manage to get anything. Kresnik playing very aggressive now, along with his scout, Marosh. Playing on that flank. Doesn't manage to pick off Ekelund. Ekelund actually doing a ton of work, taking down Cobbs as well. Marosh going down as well. The Ubers finally get exchanged. Looks like Lucrosa are going to be forced to back out here. No real need, but I guess they started losing a few players and they didn't have that space. Andrew, before he's backing out, manages to get that snipe onto Eames. That's going to slow down Chessclub's aggression onto the top here. No Demo Man pretty much cancels out any hope of them being able to storm roll this across. So they're going to be able to set up now on second quite comfortably.
That was a really quick, clean exit by Lucrosa there, to be honest. Like, I saw Kazuki managing to actually jump out at the very end, so they got literally everyone out alive, and then Andrew gets that sort of backing out frag onto Eames to slow down the push even more. But as I say that, Kazul coming in and tries to get Kronk, does get called out though, so they will have a comfortable hold on here. As I say that as well, Eames going in for a big bomb, but does get denied by the sentry by Rambasaur, which is in a decent position to block the tunnel and the hill.
Yeah, they're now holding in a very strong position there. Demato getting the pick onto Olga is going to slow them down a little bit here, and now both. Only Grabber is going to have that Uber. He's going to hold onto that Uber, and fragmented. Sorry, almost getting it himself. Looking at potential for another push. Andrew, however, taking down Nate. Kazul as well going down. Both pick glasses down for Tourettes Chessclub. Lucrosa can hold easy here for now. Marosh as well going down, so they're going to have to play this a little slower perhaps. Maybe push in together here if they want any chance of taking this, because they have got a very strong hold here. Rambosaur with the sentry on the back. Ekelund watching that flank on Cliff as well, and they've got it set up perfectly. They really do at the moment. Kronk holding quite aggressive. Kazuki goes in for the bomb. Can he make anything of it? Manages to get Marosh, but that's it. That's all it is. Just a trade there. I think he was looking for the medic and was unsuccessful. Nate trying to get that snipe there, but the Ubers are going to come out finally from elbow. With Eames, not going to go too great. He does manage to pick off Kronk, but Kazul, Nate all go down. Cobbs as well. It looks like they might be able to hold this, but Eames is keen to get back in there. Still doing a lot of damage. Kresnik gets stabbed. And now it looks like they might have to back here. Realize now they've lost their heavy weapons guy. They might have to play this back a little bit. Ekeland and Knoz both keen on just pushing forward here, denying them space on that high ground there. Ekeland falling very weak. He's going to get out of there. Demeter now with a 5k, taking down Nate as well. But the push isn't over yet. Demeter goes down. Knoz too. Now with no demo man, potential for Tourettes Chessclub to start pushing this across here. Andrew as well, getting backstabbed by Kazul is going to be a real game changer here as Lucrosa get ready to back out. Zuki also goes down to a Sendry with the Nito, which you don't see every day. And it looks like they're going to be able to take this pretty confidently.
They tried to come in with the conch there. Oh, they're still in. They're still in. Oh, Grabber takes a lot of damage. He's still trying to go for some frags here, but does get cleaned up by Yugo. There's still, like, Soldier's still going in. Yugo doing very well there to defend against the Soldier and the demo by himself, as the medic and the NG do survive for now. But as I say that, Sentry comes in from the side house, as Rambo's going to go down, but he goes down for his troubles as well, so there's going to be no Sentry to defend this for now. But just as a quick note on that other one, I think they kind of overcommitted a bit too long on that hold. Like, when they started taking so much spam from side tunnel, they needed to get out.
Oh my god, Kazoo with the drop. With the revolver onto Grabber, he's going to lose his life. He's going to get pushed back into the respawn, and the Uber's coming straight out there. Yugo doing a good job of denying Eames from that jump, and Kasuki behind does get caught out by Kresnik. So they haven't actually made as much as they could have done, as they're getting skewed from both sides. Kresnik there playing very aggressively. He's going to have to back out, however. It looks like they all are, but they are going to try and get their health back. They're going to try and regroup a little bit, push up this point, and it looks like they're doing quite a good job here. Lucrosa, I think, opting now to back out to last. That was a really insane drop from Kazul there, and that's a real game changer for Chessclub, as they are already getting prepared to push into this last spot here. They're also holding on to about a 30% Uber advantage, which is enough to really go off there. They just need to get that the car into a good position. They are now finally going to cap it without any real contest at all there. And now they're going to be regrouping and getting ready for this fourth and final push.
Yeah, they have Uber right now. Well, they're close to Uber right now. They're pushing them out. Teams is just walking in top here, but gets Reflex piped on the ground as Sentry's trying to clear out the top area. As Xenos is trying to deny him the best he can, does go down. So they're going to be up in this upper area. Sniper's still called in main for now. And did I hear a mid death? No? Okay, that's full damage. So they're still pushing this cart quite far forwards though, and they've given them time to get even Uber, so they may be able to hold this for now.
Yeah, Eames there playing a little bit aggressive and maybe halting that Uber push there. They are going to now play on an equal Uber there. However, Knoz going down, Yugo as well. It will be enough perhaps for an exchange here if TC decides for it, as they're pushing in now. They've already taken top pretty confidently. Now they're just on that Sentry. Sentry falling weak. Still got that Uber from both teams, and they're pushing round onto that far right flank. Sentry's not going to last long, goes down, and now Eames going to take that Uber, going to try and spam the top left. Counter comes out onto Knoz, 2 pipes, a Sentry down as well. And I don't know, this still is anyone's game at the moment here. And Knoz finally going down, may shift that situation there. They may be able to repush with the conch, getting a lot of ground here. Kasuki going in, doing some damage, is going to have to fall back. It looks like they're still committing to this push, however. Just got to deal with Kasuki. Kasuki doing a lot of what takes down Cobbs, I do believe. Takes down a lot of players, and now Kronk also falling in, taking down Eames, and it looks like this is anyone's game still. Kronk in a great position. Kazul, though, managed to pick off Andrew. Rambo going down, and Grabber, and they may be able to just repush this here as well. So much death there, but Sentry's in a great position, but it looks like Lucrosa held on, and they're going to have to regroup and try and repush this.
That was a massive clutch play by Kasuki, Kronk, and Yugo there. Literally 3 players like just did so much damage and so much denial on that cart. Like, Yugo literally just came in from upper, took out like 3 people and managed to get back to spawn, but as he did, he got sniped. So, you know, that has enabled them to sort of keep this cart where it is. So, but it needs to go further back right now. They need to try and get some pressure forwards, but with those faster spawns coming in from the offense, it's going to be quite hard. But Andrew's doing a good job of just spamming from this upper area right now on Sniper.
Yeah, Andrew doing a lot of work actually that game. Always taking down important players and equalising situations so far. He's been one of the major players that's been halting team... what's their name? Chessclub, sorry. It's aggression. As I say that, he does actually take down Nate as well. Cobbs goes down as well. The Uber finally comes out. And now it's just going to be the spam from Eames onto that Sentry. Looks like it might go down soon, but the stab as well from Kazul onto Kronk is going to change this big time. However, Fragmented getting sniped by Andrew. Demeter also getting the backstab onto Kresnik. Yugo taken down with a brilliant reflect onto Olga. And Rambo's Sentry proving ever powerful, stays up, finally goes down. Cobb's trying to push it by, has every opportunity. He's trying to dodge that spam. Can he? No one's stopping him. Kasuki finally with the rockets taking down Nate and Cobbs. Kasuki in that top spot doing a lot of work, being a very major player on the flank here. And Eames as well gets taken down. Kronk playing very well, but looks like they're still keen to push this. I'm not sure if this is going to work in their favour though. And Fragmented goes down yet again. And Andrew's just on fire today, taking down so many players. And no, Lucrosa might be able to take the aggression here. They've got a very potential to set up. They're also holding on to full Uber advantage.
Yeah, Kasuki doing so much up there, like literally as you were saying all that, like you got like 3 picks, they're trying to clear them out. Their combo wasn't doing the right thing for TC, they needed to clear out the top areas, they need to get the high ground, they need to get the sniper up there possibly. And also they're not really focusing Xenos and he's just able to spam from the balcony, and we all know that if you've got a demo on that balcony, it's very, very hard to just try and easily get on the cart when it's out in the open like that, so they need to think about their priorities right now, I think, TC.
One thing I think that they're not doing is possibly just trying to wait for the right opportunity to push it. They're pushing on almost any situation. It's never really working in their favour. Fragment been dropping it quite a lot, and Andrew takes down Eames. Kazul in the position, gets the pick onto Kronk, gets the pick onto Andrew as well. That could be a changer for Tourettes Chessclub here. The counter Uber comes out onto Grabber, decides to use it, trying to make best of this defense here. Does do quite a lot, taking on to Ekelund, takes down Olga, takes down Cobbs, sorry. And that's a pretty good Uber there. Now, Fragmented, however, did hang on to it. If he can fall back with his life, could be okay. Kazul gets that pick onto Kazuki, and Nate goes down from Knoz. Frags left and right. Kresnik doing so much work, just walking forward. Takes down Hugo and Knoz, and Andrew going down as well. They have a potential to push this here. Olga on the cart. They are just going to push it straight in. Can Kronk reach it in time? No, he cannot. And that is going to be the first half to Tourettes Chessclub in a decent of moderate 10 minutes time.
I'm not sure about the decision to try and take all their team into upper when they still had loads of people flooding in from main. Like the fact that the telly was still up and they were just still like coming in and like they were getting distracted in upper, and then everyone else has sort of got onto the cart at the same time. They had no sentry up and it was just sort of a lone heavy trying to spam them across the way. But I mean, even still, they still had a long defense time on that last point, so that was overall that was pretty well played by them.
Definitely able to just hold very strong on that list, which definitely was going to save them in this first round. 10 minutes is definitely beatable, but it's a decent time. It's definitely something that Lucrosa can look at and they can feel fairly confident as we do get ready to into this next half. Eames with those, another pub sticky. Will it work in their favour as well as it did for their opponents? I do not know. Sentry in a fairly normal place here. Now with 10 seconds left, we're going to be looking at that suicide wave once again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything unusual right now. Rambo's just trying to peek out this other door alone, but yeah, Sentry's actually quite far back, now you mentioned it. Probably just deny playground a bit more, but we'll have to see if they actually denies the suicides as they come in. As Xenos goes for a massive high up bomb. As Kasuki comes in, tries to go around the corner, see if the med's there, but Fragmented knows it, and he's going to be very far back and is alive for now.
Yeah, no, nothing really from that suicide push there so far. Ekelund and Kasuki both getting sent back to the respawn there. And it's going to be Nate playing quite confidently on that playground area. Gets that pick onto Andrew. That's going to really put things pretty comfortably for Tourettes Chessclub now, holding in a fairly confident position. Xenos going in for the bomber, along with Kasuki there. Loads of... does manage to take down Fragmented actually with some brilliant stickies there. They do lose a lot of players in the process, but it doesn't matter. Kasuki, Hugo, and Knoz, but Fragmented down is going to mean they might have to think about backing out here. Either that or Grabber is just going to start that steamroll with an Uber charge here as Kasuki storms forward onto that top left. Andrew, however, going down, but it's not going to matter. They're going to be able just to push this straight forward. I don't know if they're still planning on holding. The sentry is still up, and it is actually going to go down. The Uber does come out, and Fragmented is going to hold on to about 20% advantage. They might be able to set this up onto second if they can reconsolidate quick enough, but Crosser on their heels trying to push forward, and only that level 1 is up at the moment. Marosh going down as well. The flank's going to be a little weaker there. Ekelund trying to go in there and put in some damage, but their sentry's already up and it's going to put a halt to it. As Lucrosa now going to be able to hold back for a bit, and I think they're going to want to try and wait for that Uber as Fragmented holds about a 30% advantage here. And the sentry now being built in a more passive position here. Nate going down to Andrew. Might be necessary if they can push in here. Tomato gets the pick onto Eames there. Kresnik as well going down, and they're just going to be able to storm forward. So many frags for Lucrosa. They're going to be able to get this more or less for free, but the sentry, no one's actually pushing it. Hugo getting a brilliant reflect onto Olga. Maybe that Sixers player doesn't really know the power of the pyro and the reflect and what damage it can do. Now they're finally getting the cart pushed a little bit. It looks like Tourettes Chessclub are just going to have to fall back here. Kanoz putting some major damage into connector lobby. The Uber is going to come out onto Eames, however, countered by Hugo. And now Fragmented is going to be caught out. He's going to go down along with Ascendry, along with Eames. Only Hugo falling there. Andrew as well. Get this fairly confidently. Frags going in favour of Lucrosa here. And looks like they're going to be able to take this third point without any real problems at all.
I'm not sure whose call it was to Uber there, but they literally blind Ubered around a corner, and like the pyro is just gonna do anything there. He's just gonna airblast you back. He's just gonna deny everything. They should have just played it safe and got back to third. So they're gonna get a lot of cart progress from this now. Kronk's already quite far forwards, but and the soldier's gonna be passive here as well. So it's just a sentry really to deny them here, and Xenos is gonna go forward to try and take this out.
Yeah, they could quite easily be able just to push this forward if they play their cards right. The sentry is up, however, Tourettes Chessclub regrouped fairly well here, and they've now got their sniper up, peeking down Valley. Maybe a pick there, pick onto Hugo, and I'm hearing of a crits with grab for Lucrosa there, so that's going to be a bit of a change. That's going to change up some things quite significantly there. If Kanoz can get some good crits out, this could be a very quick third here. Kazul getting the pick onto Rambo is going to slow down this car a little bit. They need to get that car into position a little more maybe before they think about using this crits play here, but with crits almost coming in now for Grabber, I think they can't be wasting any time there. Kazul goes down. Nate and the defending combo all playing very aggressive. The crits do come out. Manages to take down Nate. Eames as well getting backstabbed by Tomato. And now the counter is out. It looks like they may have held that off. However, Kresnik actually got picked off as well. Just at the end of that crits there. Just when I thought it hadn't been too successful. And Olga as well getting picked off along with Marosh. No flank. Sentry goes down as well. Actually, no, sorry, gets taken back, so they might be able to hold this very passively, but it's very unlikely as Noz already in there with the bomb follow-up from Kasuki, and they're going to be able just to push this straight forward. Kasuki now playing up top in lobby. Can he get the pick on the med? He doesn't. Very close, though. However, Eames actually does go down in the process, but it's not going to matter too much. I think both teams are just going to have to sit back a minute and reconsolidate. And now, Lucrosa, 5 minutes, they can still quite easily do this here. Whoa, what is that?
He came from under, like, alone. I'm not sure what he was doing under there. Like, he was trying to regroup, and it was really risky for him to do that, to be fair, but, like, it pays off, and... Ooh, Fragmented is almost going down to spam there, but... Yeah, Kresnik there, going for the big play, and... As... Oh, Fragmented ends up on such low health, apparently, I'm hearing from Wiethoofd. As Kronk tries to go in this upper area, trying to clear space. There's a lot there on the defense right now, as they have to try and hold this high ground. Cart's moving in slowly. Tomato takes down Nate as well, so... Yeah, because Kasuki spamming a sentry, there's no sentry up right now, and they're going to try and make their way into this main area.
Yeah, now the Uber comes out onto Kresnik there, basically a solo, but it's not going to be doing that much. Cobbs and Olga both getting taken down. Kasuki playing very aggressive, finally gets backstabs, and Eames takes down Tomato there, but they're still playing that cart really well there. Quite a lot of frags coming in favour of Chessclub, however. They might not be able to capture this just yet. It looks like Lucrosa might have to back up. Kronk still playing from that top area, putting out some bit of spam. Managed to take down Marosh, so now they're just putting their last players onto that point. They might be able to do this. No one's able to stop them. It's really Kasuki that gets the final cart point in a very good, roughly about 6.5 minutes. Really well played though, actually, by Lucrosa. Some fantastic bombs and some incredible momentum. And they're going to be taking this first round. I did not expect to see this at all, Buck.
Yeah, Lucrosa are playing really well so far. I'm surprised on that, like, when they were retreating from thirds, like TC when they were retreating. Like, I saw Ascendry and the medic go up top, and I was thinking to myself, like, I'm not sure how that's going to end up, because they're going to have the whole team just collapse on them up top, and, you know, as I was thinking that, Kasuki jumps in through the window and almost kills the med, and then after that, they never really consolidated properly. Like, they never really got the sentry up, they never really got that many people in balcony, so Lucrosa knew that, and they just went forwards with it.
Yeah, there are definitely some questionable decisions by Tourettes Chessclub throughout that game, namely, like, those decisions to blindly pop, for example, on second, I didn't really see the point in it. They should have held back, just cut, basically just said that they're going to have a bad second point and just backed up, held that Uber, tried to regroup for a better third point. Instead, they decided to use in there, and that was really fatal, I think, because they weren't able to get a full setup on third in time. And then there was just some good picks from some good pick players from Lucrosa, and they were able just to steamroll it straight from second all the way into last without really too much hassle at all. This, honestly, did not expect Lucrosa, though, to be playing as well for their debut season in Prem. Maybe it's Chess Club, maybe they haven't been scrumming as much, maybe they're not quite as keen as I presumed, but Lucrosa looking very strong for their first game in Prem, and I think they could quite easily be taking this next round as well for a full 6-0.
Yeah, looking at the logs, Xenos 25-7, like barely dying on demo and doing so much damage. Up there with Andrew as well, 22-10. So, 22 headshots coming out from Andrew, 22 kills. Like, pretty much testament to why he's one of the best snipers in probably Prem right now. He's doing so well recently, but yeah, and interesting to see actually the top damage. Kazul and Nate, the pig classes, actually doing the best for the other team for TC. So I'm wondering what's going on with their combo at the moment. Eam's dying 18 times. It's not that great either. Miscommunication maybe.
Mission begins.
So I think we will be moving into the next round soon, as we are about to go live.
Yep, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, and yeah, we are going to be going live into the next round now. So, first round to Lucrosa, and for anyone just tuning in, this is the first week of ETF2L Highlander Season 14, Lucrosa versus Tourettes Chessclub, brought to you by KritzKast. And yeah, so we're going to be seeing Tourettes Chessclub now defending first. Suicide Wave, well, their Suicide Wave coming in, getting ready for the sentry to be built there. Building in a fairly, probably in a fairly normal spot there. No major crits plays. We did see it last game, so we'll be keeping our eye out for it again, because it more or less works in their favour there. Not sure if that Vaccinator is going to be actually used, or if it's just going to be to give Grabber some much needed log buffs in terms of his Ubers, but looks like he might be actually trying it. I don't really know. Doesn't look like he's switched off yet, with 15 seconds left. So maybe some gimmicky Vaccinator play coming out from Lucrosa here might just work. As we do get ready to go live, we do get ready to see these Suicide Waves coming in from Lucrosa.
Don't think. Oh, yeah, switched now. Okay, it's on minigun now. It's a bit of a late build though, so that's kind of interesting. Sentry is far back at the moment. Kronk going down quite early there to the sniper. Probably. Oh, Suicide Wave's coming in now as Xenos going again for a really high bomb. Does get denied by the heavy. Kazuki again also gets denied by the sentry on the heavy. So not much going on right now with this. But just to come back to quick predictions, do you still think TC's gonna bring this forwards?
I don't think so now. I thought maybe with the new roster, maybe they had a new maybe like some different motivation, but it looks like they haven't been scrimming that much, because it seems like they're a little bit weak in terms of cohesion. But Eam's getting sniped, going to be a big changer there. They're going to be able to push this straight in here. Kazoo, however, maybe trying to get that pick. Does actually get Andrew, does get Kazuki, does get Kronk. The nice chain stab, and the counter comes out from Tourettes Chessclub now. That's going to put a pin in Lucrosa's momentum there. They are going to have to pull back a little bit. Nate's going down, however, and yeah, looks like loads of players went down there. Grabber actually held on to his Uber, so they're going to be able to push this straight in, presumably, as Fragmented actually used his. So now with that full respawn back in action, they're going to be pushing forward again. Knoz getting ready to go in there. The Uber getting ready to be popped off. Kronk playing on that flank there, doing some damage.
Oh my god.
Fragmented gets stabbed, however, and Kronk just walking forward takes down Kazoo. Ekelund doing a ton of work as well with his medic. Gets so many players. Kronk as well taking down Olga and Marosh, and that is only one up, and it's going to be Nate. Does actually manage to get Knoz, so that's probably the best of a bad situation from Nate, and he's going to, however. And yeah, this looks like this could be a free second point as well. They didn't back out in time, and they've paid the price heavily, Bug.
Yeah, just gonna say massive shout out to Tomato there. Like on that first initial push, he literally sat the sentry alone and then managed to sneak out and have 2 people distracted on him. And then afterwards, he managed to get the sentry again and then stab the med. Like he literally almost carried that push alone if the rest of his team didn't come in. But yeah, that was a big game to defend for a bit. But they're kind of regretting it now as they're kind of forced into this passive hold. Uber advantage is in the side of Grabber as Xenos is trying to push this in for a bit, and the cart is moving up very quickly.
Yeah, they've had to fall back and just take that passive hold almost immediately there, and it's not going to last probably. The sentry's up, but very far back, getting ready to be pushed back. In fact, it does get taken down, and it's going to be Olga tries to back out, does get taken down. Kazuki hot on his heels. Kazuki playing very aggressive on tracks there. Pixie can. Tomato getting the butter knife onto Eames, and Olga going down as well. Looks like this is a great position for Grabber as he gets ready to push in with his team, pushing up from tracks. Needs to be able to take down Nate, however, falling onto 1 health and finally goes down.
Oh, Xenon's trying to make some space here on tracks. They need to push this cart up though. The cart's really far back at the moment, so they don't need to overcommit here. Otherwise they might regret it, but I mean, it is even Ubers. It's going to come out onto Maros and it's going to come out onto a Sentry. Kronk and Hugo in the meantime are in this side area, but do get cleaned up, fortunately, by the demo. And in the meantime, I'm hearing as well from Wiethoofd that Grabber got air blasted off the cliff. So no mid for them.
Yeah, that's going to really slow down Lucrosa's aggression here, as they've lost quite a few players now. They're going to have to want to regroup, looking fairly good for Chessclub, as Nate playing aggressively on that track area. Eames with a really ballsy bomb there. Not really sure what the point of it was. He was trying to get that spy, really wanted to kill that spy, but hasn't really lost anything either. No one was there to pick him up. Nate getting the pick onto Kronk. Just going to put a pin in their aggression there. Marosh, however, going down as well. Still like Chessclub going to be holding this fairly safely here, and Nate holding in that pretty common angle, just watching that trenchway. Tomato trying to get that pick, does get caught out, however, by a sentry. He's going to get away with his life. No, he's not. Eames with a brilliant sticky placement, and now Lucrosa just going to be watching the cart. They're getting it into a good position before the bomb. Eames going with another bomb. Can he get anything of it?
Oh, it gets Grabber.
He does get... Oh no, Olga actually taking down Grabber. Hugo, though, does take down Eames on the other hand. This is going to be looking very strong for Chessclub. However, the Uber comes out. They're going to try and hold off onto those players pushing into the car. Going to go on Rosh. Doesn't do much. Kresnik gets a few kills, but all in all, it's not going to do that much at all. Rambosaur going down as well. Andrew trying to get something here. Actually manages to get fragmented as well. That's pretty incredible there. So now they're going to be able to get this, I'm pretty sure. There's just a sentry standing in the way, and it is going to go down. Andrew getting butter knifed. And yeah, they're going to be able to get the 3rd point.
Kresnik trying to go for a flank play on this balcony area. Just managed to kill the heavy, but doesn't get anything else really. Carl gets capped, and Tomato got to sniper in the back lines as the sentry could be pulled back. But Tomato, trying to do some work in this upper area, but Cobb's left on very low health, 1 HP on the defending NG right now. But will, I think, have just enough time. But like, they do have Uber advantage here, massive Uber advantage, in fact. And I'm hearing it's actually still crits on Grabber. So whether that'll come through main and just try and take out the people on balcony, we'll have to see.
Yeah, could be looking at the potential crits play here. It did work in favour of Chessclub before, so maybe trying to give them a taste of their own medicine here. They get ready in this lower area. Now pushing up top. Trying to get that spam in. Actually, Kazuki is going to take that crits there. Not going to be able to get that much, however. These rockets just aren't doing anything.
Oh!
And Grabber is going to try and make a nutty surf into the enemy team. Does get snagged off, though. Sendry and Kronk as well getting sniped. That's going to give Chessclub an opportunity here to reconsolidate here. Eames, however, getting stabbed before taking down Andrew.
I think Kazuki just immediately regretted shooting a rocket at a Sentry as he just reflects the crit rocket and then basically kills Grabber from that. Like, that was pretty crazy. So yeah, Grabber's going to be on quite low percentage right now as Fragmented is getting his Uber. They're still in this upper area though. They're not like, well, balcony area. They're not able to sort of push it forwards.
Absolutely, yeah. They've opting to play a little more passive here. I don't really got the time pushing into the top lobby as Andrew gets that ping onto Nate, so they might be able to just start pushing in here quite comfortably. Kronk now taking that upper lobby area before he backs off, reconsolidates with this medic. They're going to be trying to push up there. Eames with yet another jump. He's in and he's back out again. As quick as I said it, he was there and he's gone again. He's doing so many jumps. I'm not really sure if they're working too much in his favour, but props him for trying at least. Kazul, however, does go down. Sentry goes down as well. Kasuki managing to rocket that down. Nate, however, takes down Knoz. The Uber comes out onto Kresnik. Not going to do a great deal of damage. Takes down the mini sentry, and that's going to be about it. Oh, he takes down Eklund as well. But he gets caught out, and Hugo is there to finish him off. And Fragmented is going to have to back up, well up. He lost a lot of players that in that exchange. That solo onto Kresnik was questionable to say the least now. And now a grabber with 100% Uber. Comes in from lower, gets denied, however, as Kasuki gets fallen into the pit though. Going to finish up on Knoz. He's going to try his best to push in as aggressively as he can. See if his enemy team are going to be able to do anything about it. Looks like they are, as Grabber actually goes down. Rambosaur as well, and so many kills going in favor of Team Tourettes Chessclub, sorry. And yeah, they're going to be... I mean, maybe this passive play is working kind of well for them. They don't seem too bothered about trying to take lobby. They've got Kresnik just playing on this top spot here, and any of the counter Uber seem to go onto him, and he's able just to tank most of it. So, working in favour so far. Hugo once again getting the reflect onto Olga. Actually follows up, takes down the Sentry as well. The amount of times Hugo has been able to get the reflect onto Olga is actually quite incredible. I don't think Olga's fully aware of the power of the Pyro there. And now, Fragmented almost with the full Uber here. Looks like they might have to contest this as the underplay comes in from Lucrosa here, and it's going to be countered with the Uber. Kresnik pushing in a little bit, but they're going to regroup, push forward through tracks now, and getting a lot of picks. Nate turning up big time. We're now with a 6k, taking down Andrew as well. And yeah, looking very strong still for Tourettes Chessclub. They may still be able to turn this around, yeah.
I'm not sure what Lucrosa's actually doing with their pushes though. Like that push where their combo just went straight into the spawn, like alone, like it was just the demo in the mid, and then they just got picked up. Like I'm not sure what they need to think about what they're actually trying to do with their Ubers. Are they trying to block off spawn? Are they trying to get cart time? Are they trying to get upper? And as I say that, like again, the Uber tries to go into spawn. Like Grabber's even confused as to whether to go with Xenos or with Hugo. At the moment, he's just sort of trying to follow Hugo, and Kresnik knows he's there, and he's just going to kill him instantly. Like. Although, as I say that, it's distracted for cart time, and although Essentially doing a good job of denying that. So yeah, not sure what their pushes are right now.
Yeah, they're kind of a bit sloppy. I don't think they need to focus on something. I think they're trying to do too much at once. Now Kasuki coming in, gets the pick onto Mirosh, Kazul, and Olga all going down. Looking very, very good. Full Lucrosa on this counter push here, and yeah, that's going to be it in 9 minutes 17. Again, a decent time, beatable, but very decent. Absolutely, still anyone's game though. 9 minutes 17, and it's going to be Tourettes Chessclub. Going to be now on the attacking team as we get ready. I mean, yeah, 9 minutes 17. It's better than Tourettes Chessclub were on the first round, but ultimately still very beatable if they have some good momentum here. So, Buck, do you think that they have any chance here?
Yeah, I gotta admit, I think Lucrosa's defenses are probably better than their offenses. From what I've seen, well, at least the last offense anyway. I mean, I think the third was like okay. I think they just had they just struggled with the last a bit, but I'm sure they'll kind of learn from that, and you know, they'll think about what they could have done better, and then try to counter it when they have to defend last. If it gets to that point, which it probably will do in 9 minutes. So yeah, they're gonna be looking to get like a decent amount of time off third, preferably, I imagine, as third can be quite hard to push, and I know Xenos is doing quite a good job at defending it before, as well as Andrew.
Absolutely. Now, as we get ready, Lucrosa on the defense there. Eames killing himself pre-game. Not going to make a huge difference. As we get ready, starting to push out from Tourettes Chessclub, and a pick there from Nate onto Andrew is going to open up a possibility for his team to be pushing out. However, D'Amato gets the counter pick, takes down Nate, and now both teams sniperless. It's just going to be Kronk playing on that playground area. A fairly normal spot. The bomb comes in from Eames, gets denied. I think that was an air shot actually by Kasuki maybe. He completely took him out of the air, and yeah, now not really much of a suicide wave there, but they've got the cart into a good position there. Kasuki bombing in nicely. He actually gets the drop. God. No, it's not going to be the drop. It's going to be Nate actually gets the snipe onto. No, it is. Sorry. Yeah, it's the drop. And wow, Fragmented. Old veteran player really needs to be using those Ubers a little quicker there. So that was some questionable decision making from Fragmented there. But looks like they are going to be backing out regardless. The counter pick as Grabber goes down to Marosh's aggression there, and Eames, just playing so aggressive, actually does get taken down, but he was already well on their second at the time. Kanoz also going down, and now Tourettes Chessclub might be able to actually push this straight forward. This is a very good opportunity. They did such good work considering the fatal mistake, the Fragmented. They're able to just steamroll straight into second, and it looks like they're just waiting for them to peak into second there, but it looks like Lucrosa are going to opt to back onto third. They're not going to make the same mistakes that Chessclub made earlier this game in trying to hold on to second when it just wasn't viable at all. And it looks like now they're just going to be pushing that cart up, getting it into a good position before they get ready for this push here. They have got a good Uber advantage. They've got about 35%. It's going to be more than enough for them to go straight in here, and now you can tell they're getting ready. Nate trying to get some early snipes, playing very aggressive on track here. Can he get anything? No, he doesn't. Gets picked off by Andrew, doing a lot of work currently for his team, and now they're just pushing that car, making sure everything's in the right position here. Grabber only on 60% now. It looks like they are going to be wanting to do something about it soon, as Fragmented pushes into house, just getting ready for a regroup, getting that car into a good position, and then they're going to be pushing this Uber forward.
Yeah, they're going to be quite aggressive here. Nate manages to get the scout, and they're getting decent kart time cobs here, but DeMeo does manage to get Eames, so no demo for this offensive push right now. Kronk taking a lot of damage, barely getting out with his health, as the soldier tries to follow up with a massive bomb onto Andrew, and Andrew does go down for his troubles. Grabber alone forwards here. Doesn't get picked off though, just managed to get out. So 100% on both teams. KritzKast going to try and push his car up for now. Quite a far forward sentry from Rambo. Kronk trying to peek this as well on heavy, and the Uber does come out from the offense. Soldier tries to jump in, gets denied though. Sentry's still alive though, no one really focusing it, and Fragmented trying to have him to sort of run for his life as the scout is trying to pick off Nate. Nate goes down. Sentry's still alive. No one's really shooting it. Soldier and them are not shooting it, but Soldier goes down off the edge of the cliff, but they managed to get this point eventually.
Yeah, some good. That was a good repush there. After the initial Uber exchange, managing to actually pick off Rambo Saw was a really important to take down that sentry without much bother. And from there on, it was just a case of regrouping Tourettes Chessclub's players and pushing that cart forward, and that's exactly what they did there. Good plays by Chessclub, the veteran powerhouse of Highlander, and now Grabber playing that Vax role, something we don't see every day. Going to be seeing if they can hold this down. They got 5 minutes 30, so it can be done. This can be a very strong hold on last if the teams can do it right. However, they've already lost Kasuki, so not going to be a huge changer there, but they've got to be ready to look out for that Vax play. Andrew getting that pick onto Eames is going to slow down for them significantly now. Kart's in a good position, however, and now with Fragmented with 100%, if they know that they're on Vax, they could just push this forward potentially. They got to be smart about it there. They got to know how to outplay that Vax. Grabber very good on the Vax. We've seen him in the past in sixes doing quite a lot of work with it, and hopefully he'll step up and perform in the far superior game mode, of course. And yeah, now they're just getting ready with this Uber there. Kasuki trying to go in with a quick bomb there to put on some early damage. Isn't going to do much. Nate actually manages to get the pick onto the however, Eames going down in return just before the Uber is exchanged. So it's going to go onto Marosh there, and it's not going to be able to do a great deal. However, Nate getting the pick onto Grabber is going to do a huge amount of work. Suki comes in with the bomb, trying his best to clean up from it, and Rambus are actually doing tons of work with the Wrangler as well, just completely decimating everyone on that cart there. And it looks like Fragment is going to be choosing to back out here with his demo man and regroup as best he can.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unfortunate Uber there on the offense, on the side of Fragment. He got kind of thrown up in the air, so there's a bit of miscommunication going on, I imagine. Rambo lost his sentry quite a lot, but like he kept rebuilding it, kept the defense going, and that was overall pretty well played. But they're trying to get in this top area right now. Nate just managed to get the scout. Does get picked off by Andrew though, as Olga goes down. So no sniper and no soldier is going to try and delay their push. Cobb's trying to go for an aggressive level 2 wrangle, but does quickly get sniped. So no aggressive sentry, and they're going to take a lot of spam in this upper area.
Yeah, at least they've managed to take this upper area now. And now with Fragmented almost on 90%, could be getting ready for this push here. The bomb from Olga does do a bit of work, takes down that second sentry being built up there, and now the red defending combo have been pushed into the here. significantly. One from Olga there. Manages to take down Kanaz. Yugo as well. Kazuki as well. This has to be possible for Chessclub at this point. They've done such a good job of getting down those core elements of the team there. And now they're boxing them back into spawn. It's just going to be Tomato just holding onto the cart by himself. Finally gets picked off. And now it's going to be pushing this straight in. And it looks like, yeah, no contest at all. 3 minutes to spare. And that is going to be the second round to Tourettes Chessclub, bringing it into a gold cap.
Wow, this has been it's been quite back and forth. So I mean, you know, the predictions have been quite even, I suppose, with there. I think like they're trying to feel each other out on these last pushes. It always comes down to these last pushes, I feel, because you know, either the teams just sort of they think they've got it, they bring in the momentum, and then like one play happens, like I don't know, either an upper or behind, and then it just sort of delays their entire push, or they get distracted, and then you know it just drags out the time even more. You know, meds go down, both got to build Uber, both got to commit in. So yeah, it's just sort of, you know, very backwards and forwards.
I think a big change to it as well is Nate playing far more confidently than he was in the first round. Dimmed up a little bit there. I believe top fragging for his team. I don't think we're going to have time to check the logs there, but in terms of the scoreboard, was definitely doing a huge amount of work for his team. Andrew as well, though. Andrew has just been an absolute beast. Last season as well, but this season just as much, proving to the European scene that he has got what it takes to fight in the Premiership leagues. And now as we go live into the third and final round of PL Upwards on the first week, Lucrosa versus Tourettes Chessclub. And this is going to be the one to take it. So it will be a gold cap. I mean, Lucrosa can feel pretty confident that, considering it's their debut, considering they've been playing against a team with a great amount of respect and experience, that they can take away at least 2 points from this match, regardless of what happens now. So they must be feeling pretty confident about that. But I'm sure they have every potential to take the full 4 points instead. So we'll have to wait and see, as it's going to be Tourettes Chessclub on the defending team here. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of suicide waves come out, or what gimmicky plays Grabber's got lined up. Has he got anything? He's going to be opting to use the standard medigun, and getting ready for these suicide waves now. Hopefully you can see some major plays here. See if anything incredible from Kazuki. He's coming out now. He's taken no time, already coming in aggressively, trying to get that bomb. He's already up into playground, in very aggressively, doesn't get anything. Cobbs takes down Kanaz and Kazuki with his level 3 there. And what is happening here? Cobbs,
yeah, the sentry was on top of the sort of wooden ridge.
Oh, on that high ground spot. Yeah, that's a very odd play. I've seen it every now and then, but more as a meme than anything. But hey ho, it seemed to have worked with that suicide wave there, and I think he's moved it back down. Yeah, he's gonna move it back down to the standard spot now. So that was quite impressive actually from Cobbs there. But as they are getting the cart ready for an Uber exchange, a bomb comes in from Kanaz. Is it going to do anything? The sap came out at the same time. It was well sapped, but they weren't able to get enough pills onto that sentry, and it's going to remain as Rambasaur goes down. Echo well, getting everything into the right position. However, Nate going down is going to give some sniper superiority to Andrew here. He's going to be able to own this first point for now. Kazuki falling very weak, almost getting section to the pit there, but he's going to survive, take an arrow, and he's going to be ready to go again, pushing up on this left side now. He's going to be Kanaz, he's going to be Andrew, they're going to be pushing up, trying to get those good picks. These stab onto Eames by Tomato is going to change everything. They're going to be able to push this straight in, and maybe, just maybe, no, I was going to say they're going to be backing out. No, they're going to opt to be using it instead onto a Sentry. It doesn't look like it's going to be working too well for them. Sentry's going to get caught out. Kanaz is going to have the better Uber, and is he going to be able to do anything with it? Probably not, as Kresnik is also there to back him up, takes down Hugo before going down himself, and now they're going to be able to back him out. They're going to out, fragmented, escaping with his life, and the full respawn for Lucrosa. They may be able to take this forward. Kazuki with a great double kill onto Kazul and Marosh there, so maybe they can keep this going. Kanaz wasting no time, absolutely aggression from that man, as Eames as well, playing very aggressive, a little bit caught out, is going to be able to get out there, along with Olga also playing aggressively. It looks like he actually might get caught out. He's going to be playing in the under area, trying to slow down as best he can before he goes down. Andrew takes down Nate. That's the situation for a good push for Tourettes Chessclub here. as they're getting ready almost now with Uber. 85% for Grabber. Kronk just playing in that top shed spot. And now they're fully ready. The sentry's being played very passively. Looks like it might actually go down here. Yeah, it is going to go down. And they might not even have to use here. They may be able just to push this forward for free. Both medics now with the Uber, and they're going to be able to get this second point, I'm pretty sure, for free, unless any major changes happen. It's a bit late for a reap. They're going to try anyway. Nate, KritzKast committing to it as well before going down. I don't know what they're thinking. Cobb is actually getting away with his sentry. Only just, though, and they lost a lot of players on that last minute to decide to push. Kanoz playing very aggressive, trying to punish that sentry there. Is only still building. Level 1 does go down. Kanoz so aggressive, takes down the sentry yet again. Actually, and it's going to be the body shot onto Fragmented from Andrew that's going to take him down. I thought Kanoz might be able to get it, but no, it's going to be a drop by Fragmented, and it looks like Lucrosa are just going to be able to hold this. Definitely Eames going down to the collapse. The Marketer is godlike today. And yes, Nate as well goes down. Kasuki playing very aggressive along with his demo man Kanoz. Able to get this more or less for free. Absolutely no contest at all. They're going to be able to get straight into the last.
I'm not sure, like, with the... I'm not sure whether communication was there, you know, for TC. Like, they kind of stayed in the house for way too long 1 second, and then they tried to come back, but Kanoz is already there. Like, the NG tried to set up, and it's like, I don't know. There's just no pressure there whatsoever. They're just able to do whatever they want. Xenons are just standing there, not getting shot by anyone for so long, and then I don't know. They're just forced to get on last. I mean, it's 4 minutes, so. Well, 4 minute time so far, so we'll have to see if they just keep steamrolling this in. But they're going to push the cart quite far forwards here. Uber advantage, well, Uber apparently comes out. Oh yeah, they're coming out from under. Going into upper right now. KritzKast is not getting shot right now. Okay, just get chased by the Pyro. Sentry's coming out of Cobbs up top, so interesting sentry position by the NG. He's going to run back now as Marosh is trying to deny them. Does manage to pick up the Pyro. Nate takes down the Pyro actually. Xenos is still in below. Does manage to pick up Kazul. But there's a lot done on the defense right now, and Xenos just knows this and he's going to walk forwards.
Yeah, and Kronk also doing a lot of work there, pushing forward, taking down Eames and Marosh, and Grabber going down to a collateral. These collaterals are just absolutely so present this game here. Takes down Grabber, Fragmented, almost going down from the bomb by Kasuki, but he's going to get denied by KritzKast. And now almost with that Uber, but the car is in action, and the Uber's going to come out onto the heavy, which is questionable to say the least, but it seems to be working as a sentry. Deals with Andrew, Rambasaur goes down as well, and Hugo as well. This is going to be a pretty solid defense for Tourettes Chessclub. It's just going to be Kronk putting out some damage from the top lobby area as Lucrosa have actually retained top lobby. They're going to be able to hold onto that high ground at least. And now Grabber with about a 30% advantage is going to hold on to it, but it might not be for long. No, it's not. Kazul managing to take down Kronk, and Nate taking down Grabber. Andrew returning the favour with Cobbs, but it's not quite the same. Now Fragmented is going to hold on to that Uber advantage and might be able to hold this. 4 minutes left, roughly, and yeah, it's still go either way here. But Demato doing so much work, so many stabs. Nate going down, Marosh as well. Now they're looking for a dry push here. Olga not in the right position, actually not getting paid attention to it. He takes down Hugo, and Kronk was in the perfect position. But Kasuki in as well, getting that 4K. Cobb's going down, Kazul as well. So many frags.
By Grabber. He just managed to go to the window, but he's going to try and deny the car. The Sentry's on it on 1 health, and they're going to try and get this now. There's way too many people dead for them to deny it. Nate just getting a nice snipe though, but there's only one of him and 4 of them on the cart. And yeah, that will be a 6 minute time for the offense right now. So wow, okay. I mean, what were your thoughts on that last push? I mean, they had an initial sort of push in, but they've got that in like basically 2 pushes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it was really well executed in the end. They had a couple of, they had a bit of a false start there, you could say, from their first push. It was kind of a bit clunky. Didn't really go anywhere, but then they reconsolidated pretty quickly and was able with some good snipes onto Fragmented and just holding on to some good picks and just able to dry push it forward. And one thing that Chessclub weren't really paying attention to was the car. The car was in a great position for a dry push. It was basically almost there. Just needed. It was literally like right as far up as it could have gone, and with that dry push underway, they were able just to lock them back in spawn and commit onto that cart. And yeah, at that point it was just end game. 6 minutes is a brilliant time for Lucrosa. They must be looking very confident about themselves as we get ready for that defense.
10 seconds.
Grab up, playing on the stock Uber along with Fragmented. Nothing too gimmicky, nothing too unusual. So we do get ready. We're going to be seeing and yet another suicide wave, hopefully, as it's going to be Eames has taken the forefront of this, going in with the high bomb. What's he going to be able to get? Just to take down Andrew. It's a decent pick, you know. It's going to give him an opportunity to hold some aggressive spots and maybe do something from it. But as I say that, Tomato trying to get the counter pick onto Nate actually doesn't manage to get him in time, and Nate holding that left sideline, seeing what he can get, but it's not going to be too great. They're just pushing the car into a good position here. Before they commit to a push here, Kazuki putting out some good damage, actually takes down Nate himself, and he's going to have to back up though. Kazuki getting pistoled down by Kazul, and now the flank's going to be a little weak there. Olga getting sniped by Andrew, and back on that playground area. And it's going to be Marosh, actually gets a very sneaky little jump up onto playground, takes down Kronk, and the Uber comes out, and it's looking very strong for Chessclub here. I'm sorry, Lucrosa, but they are going to be backing out anyway. I don't think they don't want to jeopardize the brilliant time. Eames with a brilliant jump actually gets a huge amount of damage out, but it's not going to be enough. He does get some brilliant sticky placement there, but he not managing to connect onto the medic, and that's going to be a pretty solid defense now. Oh no, the bomb comes out from Kazuki. Was it Kazuki?
Whoa, spicy air shot from Kazuki on the Olga as he tries to back off. Olga goes for a pretty decent jump, but there we go. That's one for the records, though. So upward air shot, and I don't know what Eames is doing there. So just suiciding it alone. But they could have a pretty decent hill hold here. Like Rambo's got a sentry up again. Spencer's going up. Kronk's trying to beat this, taking a lot of damage for his efforts, but Gazul trying to go in. Nice snipe from Andrew onto the heavy. Uber, Grabber does have Uber now, and if I check, is it normal medigun? Yeah, it's normal medigun. Eames again going to suicide and in, like, he needs to stop, like, having this sort of suicide ego and just push with his team or something, because it's gonna get his whole team in a bad position if he does that. Cart has moved up a bit, but yeah, still needs to push it in a bit further.
Yeah, I don't think he's had a single successful bomb, not overly successful anyway, and yeah, he kind of needs to maybe just reconsider his approach to how he's going to play with his team here. I think he might need to be playing a little bit more passive and just playing with his team a little more. Can do a great deal of wonder, but Uber is going to come out onto Eames. The Uber through elbow there, but not managing to take much space there as the counter comes in from Kanoz. Kronk very close to them as well, playing very aggressively, and they're going to get turfed right out. Kanoz actually managing to take down Fragmented. A sentry as well going down. Marosh as well. Kronk doing a lot of work. Olga as well, just single-handedly holding that flank area. It looks like they're going to be able to hold this, but from under comes Kresnik and his scout Marosh there. And a Cobb, sorry, was in here. Does actually get taken down, and Kresnik's going to have to back out there. Falling so weak, finally goes down. Doing his best with the Fist of Steel, but it's not enough. But it looks like they're still going to be able to hold this pretty comfortably as a result. Marosh going down, and there's a bomb here from Olga potentially. Trying to take a bit of space here. Doesn't look like he's going to do much as Kazuki actually manages to pick him off with a nice little flick rocket, and Eames as well going down to Kanoz.
I think Eames is just starting to troll now. I don't know whether you saw that jump. He literally went all the way around third with one jump and just basically suicided. So I'm not even sure what he's trying to do now, whether it's just tilt or something, or someone's not listening to him. I don't know. Essentially just walks in past Kronk though. But I mean, shout out to Kronk on this hill hold actually. He's been doing a lot of work on heavy here. Like I don't think he's even died once in the past like minute and a half. As I say that though, Kresnik doing a lot of damage, takes out the demo, grabbing a bit of an awkward position here. As they do decide to back out here, no sentry denying them. Eames went in from behind again. Don't think he's, well, apparently he's still alive. So yeah, they have to try and push in this. They have to push in this cart though. Eames actually left the game. So wow, okay, there's testament to his tilt, I guess.
Yes, I'm not sure if that's just a rage quit or if he's just maybe a premature loss there. He just thinks he's already lost, but yeah, there's still potential for them to come back from this. I think it's still doable. They have to really get their momentum on though. As Uber's come out, Marosh goes down, Kronk 2 and a sentry. You of work on the Uber there with his flamethrower, and they're going to be holding this. Nate as well getting picked off by Kanoz. Kazuki taking down Olga, and Tomato getting the pick onto Fragmented. Loads of good picks. And at this point, it may be calling the GG here. There's 1 minute 40, and it doesn't look particularly great for Chessclub here. Got a good setup on third, which can be one of the hardest ones to push, typically. and Lucrosa seems to be holding it down very well here, as Kasuki playing aggressively on that little aggressive little balcony area. Nate actually going down as well, and yeah, I think the GG is going to be called here at this point. There's only really like a minute 20 left, so I mean, what do you think went wrong with Chessclub's performance there?
I think it started on the last round, honestly. You could see by the way they were playing that their communication was just not on point. When they were pushing in last points, I felt like there was just sort of people all over the place. Like, they didn't really manage to prioritise Valk, they didn't prioritise upper. And then they just tried to push people in through main at the complete wrong times. Like, people who were suiciding on the cart weren't suiciding at the time the combo was pushing in. It was like too many seconds later, and like, you know, from that comms, I think it just sort of escalated really to this point.
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, it might not even be GG just yet. I mean, there's 45 seconds. I don't know if that's actually enough time for the card to physically get there. I don't think it is. I mean, they actually had a really successful third push. If they had an extra minute or two, it could have been a huge game changer. But Tomato actually pinning that and saying, no, you're not even going to take third. He gets a double stab onto Kazoo and someone else. But yeah, they're going to be able to get third here. But with 20 seconds left, that is going to be it, really. So it's going to be a golden cap win to Lucrosa, the debut team in Prem, and yeah, against Tourettes Chessclub. Chessclub going to be taking away a meager 2 points. I was expecting a little more from them, to be quite honest. As a very long-standing team, I mean, I guess it's not a roster that they are used to playing with, but under their team name, you would have thought a bit more potential. But I think there's clearly some communication issues, but well deserved to Lucrosa there. They've clearly fought hard, they've clearly scrimmed hard, and they deserve it. Hugo turning up really well as I think it's his first or maybe second season in Prem. But yeah, no, he was doing so much work alongside Andrew as well, Kasuki as well, with some incredible bombs and some nutty air shots as well. So yeah, some really up and coming players that have they've proved themselves in this game, if anything.
Well, no logs for him from Waves. Although I was gonna say just quick sort of key players, like, I mean, well, not last round anyway. KritzKast actually doing really well for their team right there, and Nate as well trying to put in his effort. I think both snipers did eat pretty well on that Upward game. I mean, Upward obviously quite a sniper friendly map, so it's kind of expected, as they do get focused quite heavily as well. But yeah, just sort of, I'm not sure what happened with the TC pushes in, but yeah, well played by Lucrosa to actually take that.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that they've practiced for this quite a lot, and that they're very keen. Kronk can be a very committed team leader, from my experiences at least. Always lots and lots of scrims, lots and lots of dedication to the game. So it's no surprise that this team is going to do quite well. They're going to have some good synergy, and they've been playing together for a while. But I think this might be about wrapping this up. I mean, guys, stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to be hosting the UGC semi-final, and so yeah, that's going to be something to look for. I'm not 100% sure who's playing. I think it's Envision versus, I'm not 100% sure anyway, but yeah, look out for that. It's definitely going to be worth a watch. And Bug, do you have anything else to say?
Well, apparently I got a requested shout out from Flowy, because he requested it in the Steam message. Shout out to Flowy, Dr. Bed's spy, as yeah, we managed to win our last game, and yeah, shout out to Wiethoofd on camera as always. Shout out to you for actually casting as well. It's been a good cast. It's been a close game. You know, not just like a straight up roll, which I was glad about. Even if the ending was a bit like weird, but yeah, it's been all good.
Good stuff. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Chando. With me has been Buck with Wiethoofd on cameras. Yeah, wonderful, guys. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure to check out the KritzKast Patreon. If you fancy putting some money forward, we will happily take it. We want to try and up our productions. We want to be doing as much as we can, covering as much as we can. So, yeah, any support is much appreciated. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.